Okay, so of course we're going to have a word problem, right? See how standard form fits in the context of a situation? So we've got Tamira. Tamira is making trail mix. She has $40 to spend on a mixture of almonds and cashews, and wants about the same amount of almonds as cashews. Almonds are $8 per pound and cashews are $10 per pound. How can she determine how many pounds of each kind of nut to buy? So, when we are presented with a word problem and we're going to use variables, we want to start out by defining the variables. If I use an x, what is it representing in the equation? We are going to use an x. We're going to let x equal, we're talking about almonds and cashews, and we're talking about how many. So that would be a number of, and our unit is pounds, so number of pounds of almonds. That's our x value. Our y, we're going to represent the number of pounds of cashews. Okay, so let's go ahead and write an equation for that. We know that the almonds cost $8, so we're going to have $8 times every pound of almond. In addition to that, we've got cashews that cost $10 times every pound of cashew. And we are told that Tamira has $40 to spend on this mixture. So there's our equation. We can recognize this is standard form, ax plus by equals c, and we're going to graph it. We've got this nice graph on the side. For this graph, how about if we label our axes? Like they're already labeled with numbers, but our x-axis, because these are representing pounds of almonds, let's just make a note that those are almonds, and maybe in parentheses our unit, those are pounds. And then the other axis, the y-axis over here, those are our cashews in, what was that? In pounds. That says LBS, in case you can't see it. All right, so we're going to graph this line. When we're in standard form, a quick way to graph is just to find those intercepts. So starting with the x-intercept, you want to keep the x, put in a 0 for the y. That 0 term simplifies away, so we have 8x equals 40. If you divide both sides by 8, we are getting x equal to 5. So the x-intercept is at 5. I'll go ahead and plot that point at 5 on the x-intercept. We'll find our y-intercept. Keep the y, put a 0 in for the x, so 8 times 0 plus 10y equals 40. 8 times 0 simplifies away, so we have 10y equals 40. If you divide both sides by 10, our y value is equal to 4. So on the y-axis, we're going to go up to 4, plot that point, and then we're just going to connect those 2 points, and here's our line. So just to make sense of what we just did, or what this means, any point that's on the line, any ordered pair would be spending $40 on this mixture. This line doesn't go through any super clean points, but maybe I can see, let's say this point. Well, let's highlight one. This point, I think I can make a guess at what that is. So that ordered pair is, the x is 2.5, the y is a 2. So what that means is Tamira can buy 2.5 pounds of almonds and 2 pounds of cashews, and that she will be spending $40 when she does that. Any ordered pair that's on that line, that combination of almonds and cashews would cost $40. Just to make note of the intercepts, if she buys 4 pounds of cashews, that's when our x is a 0. She's not buying any almonds. She's buying all cashews. Down here, our x-intercept at 5, if she can buy 5 pounds of almonds, and because the y value is a 0, that means she's not buying any cashews, so she can buy all almonds and spend $40. Okay, so let's extend our thinking a little bit, because that's how we get smarter in math. How does the equation change if Tamira has $60 to spend on a mixture of almonds and cashews? Well, the almonds and cashews are still priced the same. She just has more money she can spend. We have defined our variables above, so we'll keep that the same. $8 times every pound of almonds plus $10 times every pound of cashews. But now she gets to spend $60. So that's how the equation changes if her total amount she can spend changes. How many pounds of nuts can she buy if she buys only cashews with her $60? If she's buying only cashews, that means there will be no almonds. Almonds are represented by x, so our x value would be a 0. So let's plug in a 0 for the x and see how many cashews she can buy. 8 times 0 is gone. We've got 10y equals 60. Divide both sides by 10. Y equals 6. So she can buy 6 pounds of cashews if she doesn't buy any almonds. What if she buys only almonds? That means she's not buying any cashews. So no cashews. Cashews are represented by y, so we would let our y equal 0. So 8x plus 10 times 0 equals 60. 10 times 0 simplifies away. We are left with 8x equal to 60. Divide both sides by 8. It doesn't divide evenly. We do get a decimal, but it's just a 7.5. So she can buy 7 pounds of almonds if she buys no cashews. What if she buys a mixture of both? So I think it's helpful to think about, if she's buying both, how many of each can she buy? Well, let's talk about the almonds first. If she's buying some almonds and some cashews, she can buy anywhere between 0 and 6 pounds of almonds. She can't buy 0 almonds, that means it would be all cashews. She can't buy 6 pounds of almonds, that means she would have no cashews. So that's why I don't have the or equal to lines, but our number of almonds will be somewhere between 0 and 6. Same idea, cashews. She can buy between 0 and 7.5. These numbers, the 6 and the 7.5, I just got from over here, the math that we did. If she's not buying any of one type of nut and she's buying all of the other, that's what that gave us. So let's do a mixture of both. What if she buys 3 pounds of almonds, just for as an example, if x equals 3? We would plug that in, 8 times 3 plus 10 times y equals 60, and we're going to be able to figure out how many pounds of cashews she's buying here. So 8 times 3 is 24 plus 10y equals 60. Subtract 24 from both sides. 10y is equal to 36. Divide both sides by 10, and our y is a 3.6. So here's just an example of a mixture of both, and we could have picked a different value of x as long as it was between 0 and 6. She can buy 3 pounds of almonds and 3.6 pounds of cashews.